Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to Rimworld Ascension, episode 53. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, MODLIST is down in the description. And with that, let's get into the episode. Picking up where we left off last episode, we today are going to be focusing on getting our Helixian power system set up. That is today's goal, which means we're going to need a lot more steel. So that's something we're going to need to do. We're also, though, going to continue focusing on building the bedrooms. That way we can actually turn this thing into a proper hospital. So first thing we're going to do on our little housekeeping order is we're going to go ahead and we are going to move this in here. Just going to slap it in here for now. Just need it in here so it's not in the future hospital. We are also going to set up a proper food stockpile in here, which will hold only the fresh food, but also fresh animal corpses, with priority set to critical. We also have a bunch of stone chunks we need to haul out, so we'll queue those up. And we're going to go ahead and move the recreation items into the future dining room. So let's just go ahead and get all of these stools moved over. Now, mind you, this isn't where they're going to stay forever. It's just where we're putting them for now to get them inside the base. Maze is also going to be focusing on getting that rice field going, seeing as there isn't really a whole lot for us to hunt. So we're running a little bit low on food. Alright, go ahead and haul a singular stone chunk out. That stone chunk was preventing me from putting the butcher table where I wanted it, which is right here. So this will be a kitchen. It's a bit cramped, but it should do the job, as it has all the space for everything we technically need. Other than that, going up here, let's go ahead and start setting up the infrastructure that this is going to need. So we're going to need a gas tank in order to store the gas, and of course we're going to need a actual gas generator in order to generate electricity, which we will put here. Again, not permanent location, but just getting it set up so we can actually utilize it. I think it's also going to be a bit more prudent to start planning out some more important rooms, like a bathroom. We didn't have one planned out, so we're going to put one here, and it will only be toilets. Now, you might be wondering where we're going to put the bathtubs and other assorted cleaning areas. Well, I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest. Still working that part of the build out. One thing I know we can do, though, is we can go ahead and build this. Although, we can make it curved so that it is not all boring. You know, we could provide a personal bathtub to each bedroom. Now that would require us to change the way this little spot's laid out, but let's just plan it out and see how it works. So it wouldn't need to be that big of a room, just a small space in which you could have a bathtub and maybe a toilet. Now the real question is, does it fit on every single one? See, it doesn't fit on this bedroom. But that can be solved by simply moving this bedroom. Nope. Okay, looks like that's going to just end up being an empty space. Well, we can move this, set up another bedroom here, which will give us 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. If we remove this and put another bedroom here. Who's having a medical emergency? Who? Why are you having a medical emergency? Oh, malnutrition extreme. Jaleel, please make sure Razavman does not starve to death. I would like to recruit them. I need more people who can wield weapons. Now, it looks like Pi is getting to work building our power infrastructure up there, so that's pretty good. Alright, now, back to the planning. Now, this will require us to dig out the hallway a bit right here, but that's alright. We're still gonna put the slave area up here. That part has not changed. And we can even give the slaves their own little bathroom here. And then we just run this hallway down. It looks like those steel deposits there are going to cause some issues, so we're just not going to mine them. Or we just could not expand, but we want to expand this way, so we'll just leave those until we get enough resources to fill it back in. Simple meal 3 has rotted away. That is unfortunate. Do we have any more animals to hunt? We have a bunch of velociraptors. You know what? We need the food. So we'll go grab it. Alright, so if we have 4 bedrooms here, obviously that's not going to be enough long term. We're going to need more bedrooms. But for now, that'll work. And then we'll have a hallway here, just to kind of cut across. So these will be the central bedrooms, slave quarters, dining area, and we can put some more bedrooms and stuff down here. Now, we could fit more bedrooms if we didn't include these bathrooms, but we can always remove those at a later date. And Pi is getting to work on the generator. Not what we need initially, but I suppose it'll work. Now we need to get the actual gas tank built, but that's going to require steel. Aha, and for the first time ever, I have actually managed to catch something important being built. The gas tank is now constructed. The generator is now connected. Now all we need... There it goes. 1,000 watts of power. How many of those can I run? This needs 600 liters a day. This produces 6,600 liters a day. Excess. That's pretty good. Now, though, I need to run a power line. Now, for my own mental sanity, I am going to be using the underground power lines, but there are normal ones, so you just won't be able to see them, but they are in fact here. And the first room we're going to run power to is the hospital, and, of course, the dining area, which also needs some tables, so that our people stop being depressed because they don't eat on a table. Because apparently, that makes them real sad. So we're going to build a table for them to sit down and eat dinner. Another attack of the imps is coming towards our home. Well, this time around, we're going to try to keep them away from the rice field. We really can't let that get burned. So, we're going to need to be very careful. We're actually going to not go hunt that tortoise, because we don't want to risk wasting all of our ammo. Let's also make sure that we have everyone equipped with some form of weapon, who can be equipped with a weapon, mind you. I think we're about as good as it's gonna get. And the first bed has been constructed. We're gonna give this to Calhoun. As Calhoun is the leader of the colony, they get the first bedroom. Which means we now have a spare bed if we manage to get somebody recruited, or more likely it's just going to be turned into the first hospital bed. And the raid is here. How many? 7 of them. Are they all fire breathers? I'm pretty sure they are. Fire, 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 fire. Okay. Any of them good with animals? I believe these guys specifically have next to no animal skill. Yeah, they also have really bad plants, but a lot of these guys are actually pretty good with plants, which I won't argue with. I could use some farmers. Alright, Jaleel is going to be pretty much worthless in this engagement, seeing as Jaleel cannot hold a weapon. What Jaleel can do, though, is not be out in the open. Alright, looks like Harkov there is trying to flank around. What do they got? They got tomahawks. Alright, well, in that case, we're going to dispatch Pi to go deal with them, since they're going to be solo. Maze, you're going to just kind of stand there in the open. Draw their fire. Oh, my Phoenix Owlcat is out there. Making them waste ammo, though. Not too worried about it, though. It can die 9 times and come back. Alright, who here has melee? Or more aptly, who here doesn't have armor? You don't have armor. Well, we're going to have Otter go ahead and start running up. Go ahead and get everyone behind cover. Ooh, headshot. Ouch. Looks like that guy's looping back around. So we're going to have Pi go ahead and redirect. Keep him off the rice. Looks like Maze did get hit. Not immediately gonna become death, though. Oh. Fire breathing. Gotta love it. Alright, Calhoun, go ahead and move up. Actually, Calhoun, switch to your axe. Go hit that guy. Ah, we have successfully taken down Kazanavo. They got some pretty good skills. And they're not unwaveringly loyal. Which means we can take them. No, they're in the rice field. Do not let them burn the rice. Otter, if you could come melee attack this guy instead of putting out the fire, that'd be great. No, you hold your fire. Alright, that guy's down. Alright, Calhoun, switch back to your longbow. Actually, go ahead and reload your longbow. Steal their ammo. Otter, go start hitting that person. They lit my wall on fire. That is okay. Lighting the wall on fire is a-okay. Jaleel, go capture a Lyrat. They got 5 hours on them. Now here come some guys. Alright, who do we got here? Ah, you fought the Phoenix Owlcat and got bit up pretty good. Well, we'll go hit you over the head with a spear. Pi, if you could attack, that'd be great. Wait, no, they lit the rice field on fire. Yeah, okay, Pi. Stop them from Okay, they're retreating. Very good. Do not let the rice field burn. How's Lyrat doing? Looks like Lyrat has been successfully tended to and is no longer bleeding out. Very good. The walls have been mostly saved. As much as we can save them anyway. For being wood and being burned. Now, we need to stop Pi from having a food binge because there is not a lot of food available to us. At least not till the rice field grows. And I don't exactly feel like executing my cow. Kinda need it to feed us long term. Maze has gotten an infection. Oh no. Go ahead and start tending to self, since Jaleel's out of it. Oh, Maze is down due to pain. Go ahead and rescue them on the way in. Ah, Pi is no longer binging out on food. Very good. Go ahead and tend to self. So once you're done doing that... Oh, Maze is back up. Tend to Maze. You have an infection. That needs to be tended to. Actually, it would be more optimal, because we would get a slightly higher percent, if we had Pi come tend to you, as opposed to you tending to self. Alright, Maze infection has been tended to. Question is whether or not he will live. We have a lot of minor bleeding that we need to deal with. So we're just going to have Pi take over that for a bit. This heat stroke is really getting to us. It's 125 out there in the open. Wow. Well, I think it might be time for us to go for a more cowboy aesthetic. It is way too hot. We're going to make 7 dusters. Sure. Are any of you guys good at crafting? I don't think we have anyone who's good at crafting. Jalil's half decent at it, I guess. Anyone with a passion for crafting? Pi has a passion, apparently. Sure. We'll develop Pi's passion for crafting when they're not constructing, which is always. They're always building stuff. Alright, there we go. Otter has been tended to and is no longer bleeding out. Go ahead and tend to Calhoun, please. We just want to get those bleeding wounds closed up so that risk of infection is lower. Oh, Otter's gotten a corpse obsession. That's alright. Yeah, look at all these downsides. They're exhausted, lost a lover, ravenously hungry, recreation deprived, hot. Not even Catharsis can keep up with all that. Alright, I think it is about time that we start lowering the temperature significantly. We're going to build passive coolers all over. Pi, get on that. It is too hot in our base. It should not be over 100 degrees indoors. That is ridiculous. There we go. We're bringing down the indoor temperature. Hopefully we can get it down to what the hospital is, around 80, 82. It doesn't seem like it, though. I mean, it is going down, but it is taking a while, which makes sense. It's quite warm, and these are only passive coolers. They're not actively trying to cool the air. But the recreation area is now below 100, same with the hallway, and since this door is being held open, it should help cool it down a bit faster as well. And there we go. Look at that. Indoor temperature 82, indoor temperature 84. We have done it. We have cooled the base down significantly. And by extension, since these two are the biggest areas, all these rooms will also begin cooling down. Horses have wandered in. Everyone stop what you're doing, except for Jalil. Jalil can do whatever Jalil do. Where are these horses? We're killing all of them. This might be our big break. If we can kill even just one of these horses, we will be set on the food. At least for a while. Now the problem is we're going to have to keep everyone from eating said horses. Hungry enough to eat a horse is quite literal now. Get that horse that's gonna wander off the map first. Alright. It's one horse. Pi, you focus on a different horse. Yes, stab it with your spear, Otter. Bring us the horse. Okay, that's one horse. Get the next horse. Calhoun, finish off that horse. Okay. Haul that horse back. Okay, you killed that one. Go kill that one. Good job, Pi. Finish off that horse. Go ahead and haul it back. Good job, Otter. Haul that horse back. Where's Maze? Maze is taking their sweet time. Well, they can haul that mare back. Why are you running all the way up there to mount? Just go grab it. Jaleel has gone catatonic, but at least they went catatonic in the base. So they won't die of heat stroke. Wow, Calhoun is moving at ludicrous speeds compared to everyone else. Alright, go ahead, throw that in there. Rescue Jaleel. And the cat is throwing up on Jaleel. That is disgusting. Now, the big thing is we have to make sure that nobody eats the horses. They need to be butchered and they need to be cooked. Okay, Otter. Immediately start butchering. Butcher one horse. This is going to be some micromanagement here. Okay, now grill it. Are you not grilling? Oh. Silly me. There we go. Okay, now grill. Grill 4 meals at a time. Pie can eat the raw meat, because Pie is just built different. Otter, go ahead and drop that meal, so Calhoun does not eat the raw horse. Okay. Maze did, in fact, collapse of exhaustion. Or malnutrition, sorry. Pie, if you could do me a favor and go rescue Maze. Alright, there we go. We got some food. How are the prisoners looking? Malnutrition minor, or malnutrition trivial, malnutrition severe. You're going to collapse due to your malnutrition. Okay, now butcher the horses. This might have just saved the colony. Those poor horses. They chose wrong place, right time. Right time for us, anyway. Look at all that fresh meat. That'll be enough for us to get to the rice. It is non-ideal temperature, though. It's too hot for the rice. Can you believe that? It's too warm. I mean, it's a problem. It's ridiculous. It's over 100 degrees at night. It's like we're living in a desert, but we're not. We're living in a forest. Medical emergency. Who? Pie? Or do you mean Maze? You mean Maze. Well, Maze is being hauled back as we speak. Yep, and these grills, as we know, will make it so they get hungry slower, which means they'll eat less food, which means this horse meat will go even farther. Speaking of which, before I forget, let's go ahead and just not allow meat in any of these simple meals. Eventually, we can do, like, vegetarian fine and lavish meals, but for now, simple meals will have to do. We need resource efficiency to the max. Look at that. We now have exactly 1 day worth of food. That rice is, let's see. Average plant growth is going to be done in 4 days. Oldest is going to be done in 4 days. That is A-okay by me. I assume Pie is going to... Nope. Okay, let's have Pie go feed Maze. So Maze does not starve to death. Slave rebellion likely? How about no? I mean, right now, Calhoun is the only one who's able to actually do anything related to the slaves, which is mildly concerning. Seeing as the other two are down, Jaleel's in a catatonic breakdown, so they're not going to be getting up anytime soon. And Maze is only down to the malnutrition, and now Calhoun is in a daze. Of course, okay. So now it's only the slaves running the colony. Yeah, we're just kind of forcing Otter to keep cooking meals. We got 36 grilled meals now. That's 3 days worth of food. Which is where I think we'll leave this episode. Food! Finally! 3 days worth of grilled food, which is not taking into account that they eat less. So it's probably more like 4 or 5 days worth of food. In terms of progress, we got a power generator that we can't use because we have yet to build the power cable. But when we do, we will have access to power, which will be great, because then I'll be able to make a machining table to make bullets and guns, and lights, and most importantly, fans and coolers, so we can stop using these primitive wood coolers. We also finished Calhoun's bedroom and are working on the next one. That raid really slowed us down, though. If we didn't have that raid, we probably would have been done with all the bedrooms by now. But that's besides the point. Next episode should be pretty good. We got power, now we just need to actually get power to the base. However you want to look at that. And with that, I suppose, I will see you all in the next episode.